Hey everyone, quick video here. I just wanted to go over Christmas briefly, and this isn't going to be a video that's too long, and this is more geared towards newer sellers on Amazon. If you've been selling on Amazon for a while now, you're probably not going to learn anything new in this video. This is pretty basic stuff, but this is a video designed for the new seller on Amazon and what you should and shouldn't be doing during Christmas. Now, first things first, I'm just going to blow through a couple topics real quick. When it comes to sourcing toys for Christmas, everyone's kind of wondering what to do during quarter four. Everyone's excited. They know that a lot of money could be made, but people are like, well, what do we do? Like, how do we make lots of money? And the thing is, you pretty much just keep doing what you've been doing. You just go out, you look for low, items that you can buy low and sell high, and you just flip them as fast as you can. Now, what happens during Christmas, obviously, is that everyone's out buying presents, so sales are huge. Quarter four is huge for everyone, and even if you're not a seller on Amazon, even as a consumer, people all know the stores are crowded and chaotic, and it's just that time of year where people are spending money on gifts. So you don't really need to do anything different. Keep doing what you're doing, and the sales are just going to come naturally because people are buying presents. So, that being said, when it comes to sourcing toys, couple tips. One, be very careful when you're going to stores, the big box stores, Walmart and Target and Toys R Us. These stores are very heavily sourced. I've been selling this in my third Christmas. First Christmas was great. The second Christmas I went through, I noticed a lot more sellers were on the listings, guys, and there's going to be even more this year. So when you go to these stores to buy toys, really consider your purchases. Pick and choose carefully, because just because it's Christmas time doesn't mean you're going to get your asking price or your toy is going to be selling for a huge inflated price just because it's Christmas. You know, Demand has to outweigh the supply. If that happens, you'll get an inflated price on Amazon. So if there's a hard to find toy that can't be found at a lot of stores, or there's a huge demand for it, then the price will become inflated. But if there's a huge supply and the demand doesn't outweigh the supply, then the price will stay the same and it may even tank. So keep that in mind when sourcing toys for Christmas. If you find a toy at a Walmart or a Toys R Us or a Target, even if it has a margin, a profit to be made, chances are, you may or may not get a good sale, a good price on that item, because everyone else is going to find it, because Walmarts and Targets are all across the country. Everyone has access to them. So if you walk into your local Walmart and you find a toy with a good 50% margin, well, guess what? Everyone else across the country can walk into their Walmart too and find the exact same toy, and they're going to buy it and they're going to send it in. So it'll be a lot of competition. Keep that in mind. You got to look at how many sellers are on the listing right now, what's the sales rank, and also look at the margin. So just keep that in mind. This isn't going to be a video on how to source per se, just some tips for Christmas, and I'll go over where you can find further information on these topics. Another thing I want to cover is you need to ship things out really fast during Christmas. UPS is swamped. They got a lot of deliveries to make. And I've had Christmases where there was a huge snowstorm on the East Coast, so travel times were delayed as far as deliveries are concerned. I live on the West Coast in Washington State, and I frequently ship to Pennsylvania and Virginia and Florida. And there's been times one year where there was a snowstorm and it literally took 20 days for my shipment to get all the way to the warehouse on the other side of the country due to the snowstorm and the high volume of packages UPS had to deliver. So you want to ship things out as fast as you can. The receiving times and the shipping times to the warehouses will increase during Christmas time. So it's hard to say when the cutoff date is, but for me on the West Coast, December 15th is usually the cutoff date for me, where I say, okay, this is my last shipment that will get there in time for Christmas. And it may not even get there in time for Christmas, because December 15th is, 10 days out from Christmas. So keep that in mind. Get things shipped quickly. Another thing to keep in mind is that on a lot of toys, prices will start to drop around December 18th, 19th, 20th. So, we're all excited. We're expecting huge prices and things to inflate and, make huge profit on toys. Well, if you have a toy where there's a lot of sellers on the listing, everyone's going to freak out, and it happens every year when Christmas is almost over. So you'll notice a huge price drop on some toys, around December 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, all the way up to the 25th, because people are freaking out. We're like, we got to get rid of all our toys we bought. The gold rush is coming to an end. Let's blow everything out. So be aware of that. That will happen. Now, January is still a great time for sales. my Januaries frequently have been even bigger than my Decembers because everyone gets the gift cards and cash for Christmas and they want to spend it and they go on Amazon and they buy. So, keep that in mind as well. January is still a huge month. I'm just giving you that warning with toys. If you're selling a toy with a lot of sellers on the listing, you will have sellers trying to dump their inventory. And they'll still sell throughout January, but certain toys you're going to see that happen. Another thing real quick to cover is merchant fulfilled toys. Now, the thing with merchant fulfilled toys is if you find a great toy in a store, say it's December 17th or 18th, you're not going to be able to get to the warehouse in time for Christmas. And so if that's a major concern, if you find a toy with a great margin, and you're like, oh man, this is great, but it's never going to get to the warehouse in time, you can merchant fulfill it. You can list it yourself. And I literally list things in the store as I'm shopping. As I'm pulling things off the rack and sticking them in my cart, I'm listing them on Amazon at the exact same time before I've even purchased them. And on the drive home, they're selling. Because I always like price match competitively with the other, merchant fulfilled sellers. I get home, I list and label and ship them out. Instant sales right away. Now you want to do this with the lightweight items, things that weigh 13 ounces or less. Get yourself a light poly mailer. You can just get it off of Amazon, a poly bag, a self-sealing one, and stick the item in there. 13 ounces or less, first class mail. It'll cost you $2 or $3. And you could charge $5 for shipping, so you'll even make $1 or $2. So keep that in mind. A lot of sellers merchant fulfill toys during Christmas. I do it myself. And, other times throughout the year, I'm 24/7 FBA all year round. But during Christmas, I merchant fulfill toys because I know, I got it. I can get these sales right away, and I don't want to wait for it to get to the Amazon warehouse. Also, if Amazon's selling a toy and they run out of stock and the price jumps way up and is inflated, I want to sell that toy right away before Amazon comes back in stock. And if I got to wait 14 days for my shipment to get there, they might come back on the listing before my toy gets there, and I miss out on some potential profit. So keep that in mind with merchant fulfilled toys. If you have any more questions, again, guys, ask in group. There's Amazing Arbitrage, which is a group that I run, but there's plenty of great ones out there. Thrifting for Profit, Scan Power. Ask questions on how to merchant fulfill toys. See, what else? Hard to find toys. You're going to find hard to find toys on sites like Amazon Movers and Shakers. Now you can go to Google, type in Amazon Movers and Shakers. Let's just click on the toys and games here. Now you can see all these popular toys that are for sale, different items. You can go through here and look at the sales price. You look also at the number of sellers, but also what things are selling for. And this is a great way to keep track of toys that are really popular during Christmas. Let's just take a quick look through here. I'm just looking at prices. I'm seeing if there's any inflated prices. I'm also looking at number of sellers on listings. But this gives you an idea. Also, look at the brand name. Everyone knows Star Wars. May or may not be a huge deal this Christmas. Just depends, again, on the demand versus the supply. But, look at these toys. You can come through here and see what's selling, see what's popular. And you can create, a hot toy list, if you like, of items that are going to be popular this Christmas. Kind of browse through here and check back, frequently, because this list is always changing, always being updated. And let's just browse, see if we see anything exciting in here. When you see things with not a lot of sellers and $34.99, it could be an inflated price. Let's see who's selling it. Number one bestseller, I don't know where to get these. If you have browser extensions like Invisible Hand, Shop Genius, they might pop up and help you out a little bit. So here you see some browser extensions. Sears is showing a pretty high price for it. You can also just highlight the listing. You can do a Google search. See if you can find it online at a different store where you can buy low and flip it. So I'm not seeing these guys, but this is an item that's number one bestseller. I'm not sure who's selling it, but let's see here. Got a bunch on eBay. But that's an item you can look into. But just check back here frequently. If Amazon's selling a toy at a low price and they constantly sell out, you could buy that product from Amazon and then flip it back on Amazon for a higher price. That's also an option. So just, be aware of the Amazon Movers and Shakers. That's something you should be checking in with frequently. Another thing to do is, let's close this down. Come to fatwallet.com, register for an account. Now, you could do it. This is really easy to get signed up with, guys. It's just, I think you could even sign up with Facebook. It's a simple, couple clicks of the mouse and your account gets set up through Facebook. Once you get set up, come over here, come down to Tools and Alerts. and then scroll down here to create a new topic alert. And what you can do here is you can type in keywords, say, let's just say Star Wars, and then notify me instantly to this email address, hot deals, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, do Fat Wallet, create an alert. Now what's going to happen is anytime there's a great deal on a Star Wars toy, at any store, something goes on sale, you're going to get an alert sent right to your email, and then it will tell you, what the deal is, and you can go out and check out the deal and see if it's profitable to resell on Amazon. Now you see I have a whole bunch of deals and keywords on my Fat Wallet topic alerts. And you can custom make them. You can type in, you get really specific. You can just be vague, like I got baby. I got a lot in here that need to be edited. This is a really old list. And what you can do is create a folder in your email where you can get all these alerts. And you can see I get a ton of them all the time. It's telling you deals here, free mini Lego City kayak build at Toys R Us. And you just see all these deals for these different stores. Now, like I said, I got a lot in there that I need to filter through and redo. But this is a great way to get alerts on toys and different sales going on. I'm not going to go too deep into this. There's a lot of information out there about this already on YouTube and in Facebook groups. But this is one way that you can find great deals during Christmas for toys. Hot toy lists. Now you can see here I just went to Google, typed in Hot Toy List 2015. You can type in Hard to Find Toys 2015, Specialty Toys, Hot Christmas Toys 2015, Hot Star Wars Toys 20. You can type in whatever you want, get creative, and you can come through here and just take a look at these toy lists of what these sites are saying are going to be, really popular toys this holiday season. Toys R Us reveals top 15 toy list for holiday 2015. And you could scroll through these lists, see what's selling, see what they're saying is popular. Create an Excel spreadsheet, right? Keep track of these toys. Put down what the Amazon price is, what the store price is. Put down where you can purchase this item. And just keep track and check back periodically on Amazon to see, what's going on with the listing. Is the price becoming inflated? What's going on with the sales rank? Is there a lot of sellers? And you can have this sheet of toys on your Excel sheet that shows you where to buy these toys. So make a list, make your own hot toy list, this Christmas that you can periodically check back on and see where to buy these toys. Track the toys, monitor them. These are the toys that are going to make you a lot of money during Christmas. It's not so much going to be the toys that are easy to find, the low-hanging fruit in the Walmarts and the Targets and the Toys R Us that everyone across the country can walk into and buy these toys. It's going to be the toys that are really popular, hard to find. Where can you get them? This is how you can discover these hard-to-find toys. Creative Excel spreadsheet, list, where do you buy them? What is it selling for on Amazon? Keep track. And you can just check back to your list periodically, every couple days, every day, whatever you want. Track the toys, guys. And then if you see that price is going up, the sales rank is going down, you know where to buy these toys, and you can go out there and get great deals. Here's another one, Toy Insider. They got toy lists. You can just go on and spend all day looking through these things. Another great resource is YouTube for information. I briefly talked about, Amazon movers and shakers. I'm not going to cover everything, guys, because it's already been covered. I'm just rehashing old information, but I'm just trying to give you a short video that just compiles all, a lot of tips and tricks just into one really quick. But take this video, go out and do more research on these topics. If you go to YouTube, look up Amazon movers and shakers, you see a bunch of video. Here's one by Chris Green I just watched earlier. And there's so much information out there, guys. It's just, endless. In YouTube, Facebook groups. Also go to YouTube, Hot Toys 2015. I just typed this in. I haven't watched any videos yet. But, this may be another way to find, different toys that are really popular as well. So, Christmas is all about doing research. Put in some hours, find some hard-to-find toys. Create a list. Don't just go into this blind. Don't just walk into Walmart and roam the aisles trying to find these toys for huge profits. That's the easy stuff, guys. That's what most people are going to do. It's always going to get flooded. It's going to get saturated. You may not make a killing on those toys. Toys you're going to make a killing on are the hot toys, the hard-to-find toys. It's the toys that with the inflated price. This is how you can find them. One more quick tip, and then I'm going to wrap this up, is look for stores in your areas that aren't nationwide chains. Walmart, Target, Toys R Us, Kohl's, they're all over the country. Everyone can walk in there and source and buy those toys. There are stores, however, that aren't nationwide chains. So look for stores in your area that can't be found all across the country and see if you can find some toys, some hard-to-find Christmas items in those stores that people can't find elsewhere. It's all about finding the hard-to-find stuff, the stuff that has a high demand, and not enough supply. Walmart's all across the country, and there's a million Walmarts. They're all stocking the same exact toys, so the only way you're really going to cash in on toys from Walmart is, like I said before, and I keep beating it to death, is the demand has to outweigh the supply. So if people are just buying tons of toys from Walmart and shipping them in to Amazon, yeah, you might find a couple here and there where huge home runs and you make a ton of money, and then other ones maybe just some small profits here and there. I mean, toys sell, you will make money, but last year, guys, I bought a bunch of toys from different places that were just, these big box stores. I didn't cash in like I had in the past because more and more sellers are selling on Amazon. They're aware of the toys and how profitable they can be, and as a result, they're not that profitable anymore. You gotta do more preparation. So put in the time, put in the work. Ask questions in these Facebook groups. Another thing, real quick, is toys at Costco. You're gonna walk into Costco, see a bunch of toys, and you think, "Oh wow, Costco! I got a membership to Costco. This might not be a store that a lot of people source at." Well, I hate to rain in your parade, but they do. Costco's a lot like Walmart nowadays. Everyone's on, aware of it. Costco gets exclusive toys that you can only find at Costco because they like to do things bigger and better in bulk packaging, and they have exclusive, contracts with manufacturers to make toys just for them. Well, every other reseller is also aware of that. So they all go in. I bought some Transformer Bumblebee toys there last year, sent them in. At the time I scanned them, it was like 50% ROI. By the time they got in there, price tanked. I didn't make any money on them, maybe broke even, made $1 or two. It doesn't mean you can't make money on toys. I'm not trying to discourage anyone. I'm just putting this in the back of your mind. Think as a seller when you're sourcing, how rare is this toy? I mean, is everyone else just going to go buy it up? Now, I did find toys at Costco after Christmas that they marked down. They were on a discount, and I was a little hesitant. I pulled the trigger on like 5 units on a specific toy. I sent it in, made a good profit. Price didn't tank, and I don't know why. I think maybe there wasn't a lot of these toys at the Costco's. I don't know why it was, but that particular toy I didn't, but I only bought a few because I was gun shy. I was like, man, I didn't make any money during Christmas. So do your research, guys. Find out what the hard to find toys are and go from there. So that's the end of this video. I hope it was helpful to some of you. Again, too much information to cover. There's, I could go on for hours. Do some research on your own. Get on top of things. Prepare. You got plenty of time, guys. Thanks for watching the video, and I hope you had a great time, and I hope you learned some stuff.